Welcome to MTS Vlogs. Today I came here at HW International for the review of the 2019 Lexus LX570 with the Artisan body kit. This car is a monster and it's a 1 out of 1 in Bangladesh, because in total in Bangladesh we have like 6 to 7 LX570s, but this is only one because this has the Artisan body kit. So let's start the full in-depth review. So guys, before we start the full in-depth review of the Lexus LX, we have to talk about some history. So, Lexus, what is Lexus? Lexus is a part of Toyota. When Toyota saw that Honda and Nissan made Acura and Infiniti, then Toyota made Lexus. Lexus is the top of Toyota and it is going to the European and American market. So if you buy a Land Cruiser, you don't get the luxury features that this car has, like your modes, your paddle shifters, your luxury styling. But if you get the LX570, you get those all. So that's why if you don't like the normal Toyota, you go to a Lexus, it's an upgrade. That's what Lexus is. And the Lexus's first car was the Lexus LS, and that car came at 1989. And today we're reviewing their flagship SUV. So what are their SUVs? They have the UX, then they have the NX, then they have the RX, then they have the GX, and then the Big Dad, the LX. So today we're reviewing this. So let's show you the full body kit. So guys, let's show you the full front. But before that, in this car you have in total 8 sensors, 4 at the front, 4 at the rear, and it has a full surround view camera. And for the wide, the normal LX570's wide is 78.0 inches. But this has the Artisan wide body kit. That's why this is more wider. So let's start showing you the front. First of all, you have this beautiful looking grille that is open and closed. So it's a 50-50% for cooling this massive 5.7 liter V8. You have the front camera right here. You have silver accents over here with this black car. It's a very good contrast. You can see how wide the front splitter is. This car looks like a rally car actually. Like, it has a very nice design, and if we get up, you can see the side. So this full side profile is very nice. You can see these are open for getting the air inside to the wheel. So you can see it has a very nice design at the front. These are the fog lamps of the car, that when you start up the car, everything's going to turn on. So this was for the front. Now let's show you the headlights. So guys, now let's show you the headlights. So these are LED 3 projector setup headlights, and these are really powerful. So now going to get inside, turn on the lights for you, and going to show them. Getting inside, foot is on the brake, pressing the start button. That massive V8 started up. First light on, second light on. We have the hazards, we have the high beam, and the high beam off. High beam off, high beam. So now I'm going to come outside and show you the headlights. This car is really loud, but it's going to get down a little bit afterwards. So these are the 3 projection setup headlights. You can see, because it's a Lexus, it has this type of a daytime running lights. 3 setups, so it's really powerful. Then you have the hazards that is swiping, and you have headlight washers too. Like, just look at these headlights. These headlights are so futuristic and so nice to look at. Very good. Now let's show you the side profile of the car. But before that, just look at this hood. This hood is not a typical LX570 hood. This hood is more, it has some more aerodynamic. Just look, it has some sharp angles so the air can go, and it helps on aerodynamics. So now let's show you the full side profile. So guys, now we're on the side profile. So just look at these wheels. These wheels are 22-inch wheels from World. So these are very nice wheels with gloss black accents. So the wheel, these are 305 40 R22s. And because this is a 4-wheel drive car, the rears are the same. At the front, you can see you have World brake kits with your normal 6-piston brakes. And you can see this car has air suspension, so it can go up and down anytime from the inside. And if we get up, just look at this wide. This full fender is so wide, and this is a beautiful look. This vent is open, so the air can go inside from here and pass out. The length of this car is 200 inches, so it is a long car. So guys, now we have the wheelbase. So the front wheel to the rear wheel, how much gap you have. It is 112.2 inches. And the ground clearance of this car is 8.9 inch if the air suspension is on normal. You can see it does have side running boards and side skirts. This part is also open for the airflow, and you can see those big wheels. And these fenders are really wide. Like I'm saying it's really wide. And these are not open. Oh yeah, these are a little bit. So there, just look at the car, it's so wide. It has chrome treatment all around it there. And because this is a Japanese domestic car, it has rain shades with Lexus written. The attention to detail from this car. And this is for the side profile. It is actually very nice. Roof rails also. I've almost forgot about this. And now let's show you the beautiful rear. So guys, I just forgot one thing. This car's exhaust is like a G-Wagon. It's on the side. So two are here and the two are on the other side. So this car has a quad exhaust. And we're going to see at the ending if it sounds good or not. So this is the exhaust for the Lexus LX570 Artisan body kit. So now let's see the rear. So guys, now we're on the rear. The height of this car is 75.2 inch if it's on the normal height. But now let's go down. Look at this diffuser. Like, it looks so cool. These vents are fully exposed. This one, not that, this one. So the air can pass from the wheel and it can get more speed. And you can see the full diffuser with gray accent. It has 4 sensors at the back. Like I told you, you have this so it doesn't scratch. The paint job, LX570 written. You have the HW International written right there. You have this chrome treatment with the Lexus logo, Lexus written right there. You have this little lip spoiler over here. So it's not that wide, but it's like normal. And then you have the rear windshield wiper with the rear spoiler with a brake light right here. Now let's show you the tail lights and the boot space. So guys, now I'm going to show you the rear of the car. So the tail lights, I showed you the full body kit. Now it's time for the tail lights. So going to get inside and turn on the full tail lights for you. Here, getting in. There. Put on the brake, pressing the start button. Car is alive. Full light on. Hazards on. Reverse on. There you go. This is for the full light for the rear. Now putting it back to park. Getting the handbrake up. And going to come out and show you the rear tail lights. So you can see these are full LED tail lights with swiping hazards and a chrome treatment right here. These are for the reverse lights. It's simple and it's easy. Now let's show you the boot. So guys, now I'm going to show you the boot space, but before that, this is the key for the Lexus LX570. So you can open the boot 3-way, from here automatically, and from inside. But if you want to do it normally, you just pull here and it opens. So I'm going to do it from inside. So let's get inside. It has keyless entry. Getting inside and just press this button. There you go. The boot opens. There. So with the third row up, you have 259 liters of space. That is here. But if you fold the third row and the second row, you have 1,220 liters of space. So for folding this, first you have to just press this over here, press this over here, and then you have power controls over here. In the normal Land Cruiser Sahara, the diesel versions, you don't get power. You have to fold it manually. You have to get it manually. In the ZX, you have to do it manually but fold it automatically. So, but in the LX570, everything is automatic except the upright seat. So for getting it down, there, for getting this down, for getting this up, there, for getting this up, there, we're done. So this is a split tailgate, so there you go. This opens. You have some storage space here that you can put your car tools over here, and you have the same over here. There. And then this is the amount of storage you have. Over this side, you have a 12-volt socket right here, so you could charge your laptop over here. And if you close this, this is for the rear. You have a third row lamp right there. And if we get this up, there you have 2 speakers over here. And now for closing the boot, you can do it powerly. Press here, and there it closes. And now let's show you the third row seats. So guys, now let's go to the third row. So we have to get the third row seats down. So you have to do it powerly, 50% power, 50% manually. So get this down. There, get this down. There, and then you just pull here, and just leave this there. The same over this side, pull this, leave this here, get the headrest up, get this headrest up, and it's done. Close the boot. There. Now we're going to go to the third row. So for that, we have to come on this side's door and pull this over here, there, and there. So now let's get inside the third row. Here we get inside, and here we sit inside. So I'm gonna get this one front so you guys can see better. Okay, I can't do that right now, it's very struggle. So this is me sitting inside. You don't have any leg room, any under thigh support. It's not comfortable. Like children that are not that tall can sit easily here, but no adults can sit here, like no way. A room light right here, and you have 2 AC vents on the both of the sides right here. And if you see over here, 2 cup holders, a little storage space over here. That's very good. And that's it for the rear. Now if we come outside, here we do, and here and here. And now for getting the seat back up, boom, there, and then there. And now let's show you the center row seats. So guys, now we're on the second row. Like if I be honest, these seats are so comfy. Like, these are more comfy than the GLS seats, I have to be honest. So the sound system on this car is Mark Levinson. It is a beautiful sound system. And we're on the second row. You have curtains over here, so for getting it up, for getting it down here, you have rear privacy glass. And if you want to get your curtain back up, just get it here and get it here, and you are good to go. You have ambient lighting right here in white that you can see, and I'm going to show you the rest of the door in that side. So in the second row, it's very comfortable. It's a 60-40 distribution. If we get the armrest down, this is the main part of this car that difference this and the Land Cruiser's rear seats. You have the climate control over here. So if I turn on the AC, this is for the wind speed of the car. This is for the climate control because this has the 4-zone climate control. Here, this is for the passenger climate control. There, this is for heating seat and ventilated seats. So heated and ventilated. This is for ventilated. This is for heated. There. And then you have where you want the air to go over here, and then off or auto. If you get this up, you have a little storage and the remote for these screens. If you get this back down and put your hand and just sit here and relax. Getting this upwards there, and coming here, you have HDMI, you have aux, phone, and volumes for the screens. And if you get this up, you have a 12-volt socket and rear AC vents right over here. If we get these up, you have the rear screens that do turn on, but you have to do it from the remote that we don't have right now. But these have these nice coverings over it there. And if I come on the center seat, there's no hump and it's very comfortable. You have magazine holders over here and another screen over here. There are AC vents on top that I forgot to show you at the rear seats, and you have handles over here. It's good. Now if I come on the door, this is the door. So you have the Mark Levinson sound system over here, door handle, you have the window opener, you have a grab handle for closing your door. Very nice stitching with the wooden treatment and the light. It's good. Getting down, you have your bottle holders right here and the Mark 11 sound speaker. And then you have a light over here that tells Lexus down there. You can't see that, that could, but I'm going to show you in the front door too. So here, look at this. There, it says Lexus with the logo. And now, getting out of the rear seats, now I'm going to go at the front seats because that's the place that you want to be. So guys, now we're on the interior. Just look at that dash design. Let's get the car on ignition. You can see the infotainment systems turn on with the Lexus. And then the clock also turn on. So let's show you the dashboard, but before that I'm going to start up the car because it's really hot now. So there, the aircon is on, and let's show you the full dashboard. So first of all, you have this wooden treatment that all the way goes to that side with this metallic finish. Down here you have the Lexus watch in the center that you don't get at the Land Cruiser, so that's good. You have two AC vents over here at the center.
ETC card is not inserted.
Let that finish. And then over here you have the climate control. So you have auto, you have off, front rear windshield heater, and the outside rear view mirror heater, front windshield heater, air out or air in. You have the climate, so it has a 4-zone climate control right there and for this side. And then you have where you want the air to be, climate control, and then you have the wind speed there. And then if we come down, you have some ports over here, and then the Mark 11 sound speaker sound system. Get this up, you have two CD MP3 holders down there. And then if you get this up, you have a little phone holder that you can put your phone. Okay, my phone is too big to fit inside, but if I put it like this, it is going to get inside, but my phone is too big. Getting this down, and then if you get this up, you have cup holders that you can put a 500 ml water bottle there. Then you have another one spare. You have the parking brake over here, so it is an electronic parking brake. It is not like the Land Cruiser that's manual, but it is still reliable. And then over here you have the gear knob, so if I go in reverse, the car lock up, and we have the reversing camera right here and the 360 view right here. For controlling the infotainment, you have to do it from here. It is a little laggy, so if you press this, you have straight back. Press this again, you have the 360, and you have adaptive guidelines too. There, putting it at neutral, you can see the front camera is here. And now if I go over here, press this, you have the guidelines for the front, auto and auto off, and you have the 360 view. And that's it. If I get it on the drive and press here, you can upshift and downshift from here with sports, and you have paddle shifters that you don't get at the Land Cruiser, and I am really mad about that you get it on the Lexus. Putting it back to park, there it is, getting the parking brake up. So over here you have the drive modes, so you have comfort and eco over here. Then you have in the center you have normal mode, and over here you have sport, and then you have sport plus. It says sport and then sport plus right there. Comfort, eco, comfort. So I'm gonna leave it on eco because this car takes a lot of fuel. Over here is if you're going downhill on a muddy place, this is a cruise control for that. Over here is your gear low 4, or you have your normal high 4. Over here for your air suspension control, that is going to be on the closed view. Over here is for off, so it's not going to do it. Over here is traction control 2-wheel drive. Over here is the center differential locker, and over here is the traction control. Over here is the uphill on and off, and this is for the wheel design. So if you're in an off-road situation, if the car is fully stuck in like a desert, this is going to help and jump up the car so the car can come out from the desert. Over here you have ventilated seats 2 at the front, and you have heated seats 2 at the front there, and that's it. A very simple look. So guys, now I'm going to show you the infotainment system. So the 12.3-inch infotainment system that is controlled from a touchpad system. So first of all, you have navigation, and then if you go here next, you have your audio controls. So wait, here if you press this, it is a little laggy because this is the old infotainment system for the Lexus cars, so it takes some time. It's going to take a lot of time actually. If you go on menu, okay, it takes a lot of time. Then over here you have menu, so you have all your controls over here including climate. So if you go on climate, okay, here press this, you have your full climate control up here. So you have your temperatures for the both of the sides. This car has a 4-zone climate control, so that's why this is on. AC is on. You have your eco, heat and cool, that's on, and you have your auto where you want the air to go, and the same over here, wind speed over here. And if you cancel this, it takes some time to go there, and then you have your full controls over here. Sorry, I'm telling over here too much, so I'm going to tell right here. Okay, so if you go on audio now, okay, it takes some really long time to control this system. So if you go on audio, press this, you can see audio off. Then you have telephone, nothing's connected, so that's why it's not going to work right now. Then you have the full eco level for the sound system, and then if you get this here, you have your temperatures, and then this is the full normal setup. So I think this infotainment system is better than the Land Cruisers, but if it wasn't this laggy, it would be the best infotainment system from Lexus. So this is it for the infotainment system. If we get here, you have the rear view mirror, this is auto dim, you have a button right here, and then just look at the design for the dashboard. This is beautiful. If you get up, you have your sunroof openers right here because this car gets a sunroof. You have the lights, these are touch sensitive. Here, press this, press this, press this. Here, you have your emergency button over here, and then if you press this, you have storage to put your sunglasses right here. And then if you get this down, you have your vanity mirrors that have a light. Actually, you have two, 1 and 2. There, closing this, and then you have 1 and 2 for the passenger side also. There. So you have a glove box, but it's closed. So we need the key of the car for opening this. So you have to just go here, just press this, and pull this out. Okay, the wind speed is too high. There, you have to get this in. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Get this in, press here, press this, and this is your glove box space. And then closing the glove box, getting the key out. You can lock the doors from the both fronts, so you can lock and unlock from here, and then you can do it from the same. And just look at that ambient lighting here on the floor and on my floor too. So it's a good design. Like, ambient lighting should be in every single car now, if the car is modern. So like every single Land Cruiser, this also has a refrigerator inside here. Okay, it's blasting cold, and you can turn it off. There, closing this. This is soft, you can drive like this like miles and miles. So now let's show you the driver's side, and we are done. So now we have the seats. So this car is fully white leather interior, and 4 of the seats are powerfully adjustable. So this is for your back. There. This is for getting it the seat front or back, and getting it down or up. Then over here, this is for your lumbar. This is for your under thigh support. There. And then you have a Lexus written over here. And then if you get up, you have some controls right here. So this is for the boot. This is for the fuel tank. Press here, and over here this is for the Japan. These are for the tolls. Getting this up. This is for the active assist, brake assist off. These are for the auto headlights. This is for the headlight washer. This is for the sensor for the door. Over here you have some stuff. Why am I saying over here that much time? I'm extremely sorry. So this is for the brightness, to getting it down or getting it up. So I'm gonna leave it all the way up, and this is for the trip to 0 and the mileage to 0. And if we show you the steering wheel now, turn off the car, the steering goes up, the seat goes back. Turn on the car again, the steering comes down, the seat goes front. The steering is telescopically adjustable, so it goes down, it goes up, and then it comes to you, and then it also goes back. There. So this was for the steering wheel. So now I'll show you the RPM. So for that, let's start up the car. You can see the LX written comes first here and in the infotainment, and then we have the full RPM. So let's start from this side. Over here you have the engine oil temperature, you have the engine temperature, you have the RPM right here, and over this side, and here you have the fuel, and over here you have the battery voltage. This is for the speed that all the way goes to 260 km/h. And in the center you have a screen. This is for the mileage, 7,326 kilometers. And in the center you have a screen. For moving that, you have to do it from the steering wheel. So first, over here, this is for audio. Over here, this is for navigation. So the car is now faced north. Over here you have your vehicle settings. So this is for the steering. So which side the wheel is in, it's going to tell you at the screen. And if you get this down, the tire pressure monitor, because this car has that. Getting it here, you have the consumptions over here, and then for restart you just hold it. Getting it down, you have the range that it can go with this fuel. Then you have the eco. Over here is speed, and then the outside temperature, that is 34 Celsius. And then you have the sway warning. So if you're driving like miles and miles, it's going to test you that if you need a cup of coffee, or you can just drive like this. And then this is just nothing. So I like the speed in the middle. Over right here you have the outside temperature, that's 34. Here you have eco, but if you change the modes, sport, sport plus, it changes, it gets a little red. But if you want comfort and eco, it stays like this. So I'm going to leave it on sport plus. It says N right here because it's a normal height, but if it goes to up and down, it's going to change. So this is for the RPM. This side you have more controls, like this is for the infotainment, the parking cameras, and the views. So if I press here, you can see the parking cameras come up, the sides, and then the off. So that's it. Now let's show you the door and the engine. So now let's show you the door. So the window is double glazed, so the outside noise doesn't come inside that much. There, getting it up. And now the door. It has 3 memory seats, and this is for set, door handle. Down here you have the window controls, lock and unlock, window lock or window unlock. Right here you have the outside rear view mirror controls, bottle holders, and then you have the sound system right here. And just look at that ambient light, it's on blue now. Yeah, that's it. Now let's turn off the full car and we are done. Oh, the window is open. There. And let's get out of this car, because now we're going to show you the engine. So now let's show you the engine of this car. For that I have to get inside and open the hood from here. There we go. So this is the Lexus LX570. That's why this car has a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V8. And the output from this car is 383 horsepower and 403 pound-feet of torque. Like, it's incredible power out of this naturally aspirated engine. But this car has 2 more horsepower and 2 more pound-feet of torque from the 5.7 liter normal Land Cruiser. But in Bangladesh we get the 4.6, let the sound go. But in Bangladesh we have the 4.6 liter Land Cruiser. But in the Europe and American market you get the 5.7 Land Cruiser and the 5.7 LX570. So that's why it has more 2 horsepower and 2 pound-feet of torque from this engine. So Lexus's V8. This is the new version of their Lexus LX570. So it is a fully new engine. That is over here. It says Lexus V8 right there. petrol engine, you have insulation right here, and you can't get any other engine than this. Lexus only has one engine for the LX570, that is this. But the previous model that was, you can get a different engine, that was the LX470 that had a 4.6 liter V8. But the new 2021s get these 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V8. Now let's close the hood. So there, it does have hydraulic struts, and then it didn't close. There, it closed. So if you're not subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the like button. If you are not yet seen any of my reviews, make sure you watch them all, because I think these are pretty good for you guys. So this car, in my opinion, it's a beautiful car, but this car is very expensive. I can't tell you the price on this, but inshallah in the next video, in the next car, I will show you the price. See you at the next video. Peace. So guys, you guys just came from the close view of the car. I forgot to tell you one thing. If you need this beautiful beast, contact with HW International. They are the owner of this car. Their Facebook page is going to be at the description. Contact with them if you want to see this car or buy this car. That's it. And another thing that I forgot, this car also has soft door close. So if you just go in, push this, there, it goes in. Very good feature of this car. See you at the next review. Bye.